bad as dead.
Yo guys, what is up? This is Orbit here, TGN, and welcome to another video. I went to see Batman vs Superman on Friday, and I'm just going to give you a short explanation of what I thought about it and some different bits and bobs regarding the movie. There are spoilers, so if you are worried about that, then click off of the video. To be honest, if you're worried about spoilers, I don't even know why you'd be here in the first place, but you always get the people that click on fucking videos like this and then moan in the fucking comments that there's spoilers. Why are you searching videos like this if you don't want to see spoilers? Stay off of this. Anywho, let's crack on. So what I'm going to do is give you a few things which I loved about this movie and a few things which I didn't necessarily like about the movie or hated about the movie, and kind of go from there, play it by ear a little bit. So let's start with Batman. Obviously we've got a new Batman, we've got Ben Affleck, and to be honest, he got some bad... You know, people didn't want Ben Affleck, let's be honest. They kind of shot him down before he had the chance, but now he's had the chance, and he is getting nothing but praise because he is a great Batman. He's very, very good. He's physically a lot stronger, bigger built. You know, this is the toughest Batman we have seen to date, and it definitely shows in the movie as well. On the flip side with that, I don't quite understand this, right? Because Batman, right? Let's talk about Batman. Batman is this character. His parents were gunned down, you know, and he wants to fight crime and fight evil and stuff. But one thing that Batman doesn't ever want to do is step and lower himself down to the criminals, you know, by killing people and that stuff. He wants to, you know, maybe break an arm, break a leg, and tie him up and hand him into the police. Or that's what Batman does, right? Not in this movie. Not Ben Affleck. Not anymore. Ben Affleck and this new era of Batman is a bloodthirsty killing machine. He kills people, and I'm not talking like accidentally killing people, or maybe that one died, that type of thing. He is killing people, like he is straight up killing people. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I personally, you know, this is a badass Batman we've got here. There was one point where he's in the Batmobile and he literally is driving so fast in his armored fucking vehicle, he rams it into the side of these criminals' little truck that they've got, and I'm like, they're dead. Anyways, he's got like some kind of grapple hook that clinks into the flicking vehicle. He continues driving, and the car in the back is flipping around all over the place, and I'm like, yeah, they're definitely dead now. And then he spins around the corner and that truck goes flying into something else and it blows up, and I'm like, right, yeah, they're definitely dead now and probably killed whoever they flew into. There's another point where he literally gets a grapple hook and like shoots it through somebody. He stabs people like in the fucking heart. Like, I'm not even joking. This Batman means business. If you're in Gotham and you are thinking about stealing or something, don't bother, because Batman is gonna fucking kill you, it seems. Obviously that's extreme, but I mean, there could be you know, I mean, some of these criminals, you know, there's maybe just be there in the wrong place, the wrong time. Batman don't give a shit. So that's the first thing I noticed, and I personally just really enjoy that about Batman. It's a different flip side of Batman, and it's good. It's menacing. We need that from Batman, I think. Next thing I really loved about the film was Superman, and if you didn't know already, Superman is my all-time favourite superhero. I absolutely love Superman. I just love his abilities and the power that Superman has, and that really kind of came across in this movie in some cases, and I'm going to get on about that in a moment. A few little scenes which I just loved. My favourite scene, my favourite little clip was where, like I said, Batman's kind of storming through with his armoured Batmobile, causing destruction, and you're thinking, right, this is sick. The Batmobile's literally driving through buildings, going up, bang, onto the ground again. It's doing all kinds of awesome stuff. Machine guns coming out, bada bada bada. You're like, yeah, that's sick as fuck. Anyway, Batman comes flying around the corner, Superman stood in the road, and Batman tries to run over Superman and literally writes his car off. Goes flying in, and the Batmobile just bounces off Batman and goes flying into the nearby wall. Batman's like, fucking what the fuck? Superman just walks over, tears the flipping doors off the Batmobile, and is just looking down at Batman. Could have just blown him out of existence right then, but of course, you know, that wasn't at the point where they were going to fight anyway. But kind of warns Batman and just shoots off like a speed light, and I'm just like, Superman, you are a fucking badass. And if I was Batman, I'd have been like, yeah, he's fucking out my league. I don't know what I'm doing, even considering fighting this nutcase. Another example is when Lois Lane, you know, she's getting held at gunpoint. Superman flies in, and literally at the speed of light, he just flies in, takes out the fucking guy, pushes him through the building. I mean, there's so many flipping like scenes that just really capture the strength and power of Superman. I loved how they had Wonder Woman in the movie, and you know, she comes and battles at the end. Obviously there's a massive build up with Wonder Woman. We find out that this is Wonder Woman, and she's still kind of not doing that, and she kind of sees Doomsday on the TV, and she kind of disappears, and we're like, oh shit, Wonder Woman is coming to town. And then like 10 minutes pass, and we're like, where's Wonder Woman? And there's this point where like Doomsday is literally about to destroy Batman. Like, Batman, to be fair, Batman like gets through the skin of his teeth quite often in this movie. Batman is seconds from being blown to just not in existence. And something flies down. We're like, oh, this is Superman. And then, you know, the clouds go away, and it's Wonder Woman stood there, and we're like, yes, Wonder Woman, you are fucking sick as fuck. And you know, she's just badass with you know, she's going in, she's slicing up with the sword and stuff. She's sick as fuck. So that was awesome to see. So now let's talk about some of the points which I didn't necessarily enjoy about the movie. Starting with when Superman is called to the congressional meeting to try and explain himself and whatnot, and he basically walks into the building and, you know, gets set up once again by Lex Luthor by a bomb exploding, killing everybody inside of the building, obviously apart from Superman, and gets set up once again. But what doesn't make any sense at all is Superman is, you know, a fucking microscopic eyesight, he's got X-ray vision, he's got supersonic hearing, and he stood literally a stone's throw away from this massive destruction bomb, and he just doesn't see it coming, and it just blows up and kills everybody. And I'm like, Superman, what are you fucking doing? Did you turn off your superpowers when you walked in through the flipping door or something? I could have seen it. If I was there, I'd be like, flipping hell, what's that big old bag doing under that guy's chair? Obviously there wasn't a bag under the chair, but you see what I'm saying. So the fact that he didn't see that coming annoyed me a little bit. It's like, Superman, wake up a little bit. And that wasn't the first time. When Superman goes flying off to try and talk Batman round to try and help him save his mother and stuff, there's another point, you know, you can't flip and see all the gadgets and stuff which Batman has set up around, and he just kind of gets hit with them all, and it's like, you could see that, Superman, you could see this coming. Like, although yes, you're holding back and whatnot, look out for your safety. Like, look left, look right, have a look around, you know, like. He just switched off too many times for me. If I'm Superman and, you know, I'm flying over to meet with Batman, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna, you know, bloody well make sure, you know, that the coast is clear. Especially if Batman is in a fucking armored suit and he's looking like he's gonna tear my head off. It's obvious to me, you know, that Batman has got a sneaky trick, because he would probably die with one punch, you know, without all of his gadgets that he's got going on. Another thing that really annoyed me was Lois Lane. She was just annoying throughout the film, to be honest with you. always popping up with that flipping bullet in her hand, trying to chase down that story, which I understand, but it was just annoying. She was always getting herself into trouble. And this one point in the movie, which really annoyed me, she had the kryptonite spear, which Batman made to defeat Superman, and she had it at one point, and she just fucking threw it away, like just threw it away down underwater in this like nearby like this pool type area. And you know, if my girlfriend, you know, had a weapon that nothing could destroy me apart from that weapon she had, and she just tossed it in some bush on the way home, I'd be like, where the fuck did you put that? You know, anyone could just pick that up. Anyway, she realised she's fucked up. She dives in there to try and get it, gets fucking trapped, and Superman, mid-fighting Doomsday, gets his hearing, and it's fucking Lois Lane in trouble again. So Lois Lane needs to, Superman needs to fly over there, fucking save Lois Lane again, and needs to actually get the spear himself, which, like, you know, makes him super weak by the time he's fucking out there. And I'm just like, look at this. What are you doing with this woman, Superman? And then Superman takes the spear, and instead of handing it to Wonder Woman to finish Doomsday off, goes in and flies in himself, and killing himself. He didn't need to die. He didn't need to do that. He could have gave it to Wonder Woman, threw the spear. You know, there's other options to going in and like almost suicidal, but so that whole little section was like, what is going on? You're all doing things that you shouldn't be doing. If you didn't know already, Batman vs Superman got a ton of bad reviews, and one thing that they keep picking up on is Batman and Superman having their mothers with the same name, and that's why the fight ended, if you didn't know already. Batman had Superman down, he was weak from kryptonite. Batman had the spear, and he was literally about to fucking impale it into fucking Superman's neck, I don't know, but then Superman's like, save Martha, like this, and Batman's like, fuck, my mum's called Martha too, and they've got that connection there, and he throws the spear away, which, you know, my mum's called Liz, but I mean, if I'm having a fight with someone and he says, you know, my mum's called Liz, I don't give a shit what your mum's called type thing. So that's what a lot of people were picking up on. I'm not too sure about it, because I don't know, but it was weird, and yeah, it was definitely strange. It didn't quite fit. It does seem like something that would be in the Lego Batman film rather than Batman vs Superman. With that said, literally 5 minutes later, Batman is introducing himself to Superman's mother as his friend, and I'm like, hang on a minute. So I don't know, that was just that whole little bit, how it just switched all of a sudden. Like, Batman's had this hatred for this guy for years, and all of a sudden they're buddies because they got the same name, mother's name. And you know, even at the end, like, he's depressed, he turns up at the funeral, and it's like, what is going on here? What's going on, Batman? Like, I don't know. So there's that. Speaking of that end scene, another point, but from Batman's point of view, when he's flying around in his little plane vehicle type thing, he actually realizes himself that he needs to go back and get the kryptonite spear in order to take down this monster, Doomsday. He needs kryptonite to take this down, because bullets aren't going to help him, all that stuff. You know, this is a monster from a different planet, you know, completely out of Batman's depth, by the way, you Batman fans. I'm a Batman fan too, but he was almost getting in the way in this end fight. There was one point he was even stood to the side and, you know, scratching his head, you know, at one point he was there. He should have died on numerous occasions. Doomsday, the level and power and strength and speed of Doomsday against Batman is completely different level, and yet Batman is rolling out the way, dodging out the way, getting hit by Doomsday's fucking beam in his vehicle, and yet, like, it doesn't even destroy the vehicle, and I'm like scratching my head thinking, what's going on here? Anyway, gets fucking aggro off of Doomsday and leads him back into Gotham to try and get the spear. And I'm like, why have you done it that way round? So bear in mind you were whinging and moaning at the start of the movie because Superman destroyed, you know, a lot of the town, yet you're bringing Doomsday into the centre of Gotham. You know, just didn't make any sense. Like, think about what you're doing, you hypocrite. I felt like saying that to him, but so he went ahead and did that. He was pretty much not doing a lot, getting in the way in that final scene, and then right at the end, after Superman dies, he's having a little conversation with Wonder Woman, and he speaks to Wonder Woman. He's like, "Yeah, we need to find the rest of them. We need to find you know, the rest of the Injustice League with these powers and stuff." And Wonder Woman, if I was Wonder Woman, I'd have looked over at Batman and be like, "Yeah, I need to go and find them. You can stay at home, Batman," type thing. Batman, at the end of the day, Batman's human. He is a great superhero when it comes to the Joker and, you know, the DC villains, but he just can't compete with Superman's villains, in my opinion. And he's a great addition, don't get me wrong. But there was one point where he was literally one-on-one with Doomsday, pretty much, and he was not doing any damage to Doomsday, but he was surviving against Doomsday. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. If Batman vs Doomsday and you ain't got any kryptonite on you, you are getting squashed into the ground in seconds, in absolute seconds, you know. And he was, to be fair, about to, until Wonder Woman jumped down and saved his bacon, which I already talked about. Anyway, there's a few little bits about the movie. I personally loved the movie, and just talking about it makes me want to go and watch it again. I might watch Man of Steel. I think I prefer Man of Steel, to be honest, but I really enjoyed this movie. It's great. It has a big build up to it, to the kind of end scene, but when it gets there, it is great. If you haven't seen, if you're not sure on the characters, they don't do a great job of introducing some of the characters. Like, you see Flash in there, you got Aquaman, Cyborg's in there as well. You don't really, you know, it doesn't really let you know of that, to be honest. Anyway, hope you did enjoy this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Maybe in the comments let me know your favourite scene, and if you are writing in the comments saying, "Oh, you spoiled it for me now, I can't go and watch it," then go fuck yourself, because I said in the start about spoilers. Anyway guys, take care, see you soon.